Peace and blessings, Soul Tribe. Welcome back to my channel, new and returning overseas and America. Welcome to everyone. Thank you all so much for your continued love and support and for just rocking with me. To all of my day ones, I so appreciate and love y'all. To everyone who has booked with me, who continues to just support the community, to everyone who's made a donation. I thank you all. So listen, the Holy Spirit dropped something in my spirit last night, and a lot of y'all are not gonna want to hear this. This is Auntie. Listen, Auntie is giving tough love. Big Sis is giving tough love, but this is something that um some in the collective needs to hear. Okay, the Holy Spirit dropped it in my spirit, and I'm not gonna be disobedient to the Holy Spirit for the sake of sparing feelings. Okay, I love y'all, and sometimes love looks like correction. Sometimes love looks like constructive criticism. Sometimes love is tough, and you know what I mean. I'm not here to hurt anyone's feelings, to step on anyone's toes. I'm not here to make anyone feel bad. And furthermore, this message ain't for everybody. If it's your message, you'll know it's yours. I'm not here to trigger anyone. But we gotta talk, okay? I need y'all to understand. Wait, before I get into that, only take what resonates with you, leave the rest. If this ain't your message, move on. You ain't got to comment. You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to be negative. Anyone who's negative in the comments, I'm blocking you, period. Okay? Because this is serious. All right? When you focus more on your protection, you won't have to worry so much about vengeance. And a lot of people are playing with spirituality and playing with revenge and vengeance work, graveyard work, this, that, and the third, and not really knowing and understanding the dangers of it, not really knowing and understanding that what you send out, it will come back. Okay? And doing return to senders like every day, every week, doing something to ward off negativity. If you find yourself every day, every week, having to ward off negativity, then I urge you to go within and examine self. Because when you are focused on your protection, you don't have to worry about what someone else is trying to do to you. When you are so caught up on what they trying to do, and here's the thing, they may be trying to do whatever, but if that's all you see, then that means you're not focused enough on self. You're focused too much externally of self. It's time to go within. Because truth be told, while there are people out here that are playing and conjure and magic and spells and this, that, and the third, no one is just doing left-handed work at you all day, every day. A lot of times it's our own demons. It's things that we've done, agreements that we've come into, knowingly or unknowingly, covenants that we have made, knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes it's things that we are dabbling in that we ought not be dabbling in, okay? And when you step in things that you should not step into, sometimes there are repercussions that you will have to deal with. So every time you see a spirit or feel something or whatever, instead of being so quick to say, someone is sending me energy, I need to do a return to sender, baby, make sure that you are not the sender, that you are returning the energy to. Because then you will be in a continued cycle with yourself, thinking that someone is trying to take you out when really it is your own actions or your own thoughts or your own lack of shadow work. I have to tell you guys, it is really obvious when someone has done their shadow work, when they are doing shadow work, and when they have not. It is obvious when a person is focused internally on their wellness, mind, body, and soul, versus when they are not. And you have to do the work. In order to do this work, in order to serve the collective and do it from a rightful space, okay, and to do it not from the flesh but from the spirit, like in order to really do it, to walk this walk, you have to do the work to heal, whatever that looks like for you. For some people it's therapy, and I advocate for therapy. Therapy works. For other people it's journaling. I have to tell you guys, yes, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, but every single thing that goes on in your day, sometimes it's just mundane. Some of y'all are putting way too much on little, minute, small things. Sometimes when you got a flat tire, baby, you just got a flat tire. Maybe you rolled over a nail. That ain't nothing that nobody is necessarily trying to do to you. Maybe just from a mundane standpoint, you rolled over a nail that day, and so your tire's flat. Spiritual psychosis is a thing, and I'm not saying that any of you are dealing with that. I'm just saying that is a very real thing. Okay? If you feel like you need to talk to someone, you feel like you need help, whatever the case may be, I urge you to get the help. If you feel like you are in crisis, I urge you to get help. Spirituality is sacred, but for some reason, it doesn't seem to be as sacred anymore as it should be. Some of you are too open to everybody. You will let any and everybody read you. You will let any and everybody speak into you. You will receive any and everything that any and everybody says to you. And that's not how you protect yourself. That's not how you protect your energy. You understand what I'm saying? And so instead of getting caught up in these repeated cycles of return to senders and cord cuttings and this, that, and the third, how about just focus on your protection? Protection over vengeance, always. Because when you start doing vengeance work, especially if you don't know what you're doing, and baby, this new age stuff, this ain't it, okay? Because the new age stuff don't really tell you what's really what when you're doing these spells and playing with magic and things like that. Focus more on your protection. I am urging you guys. Focus more on your protection. When your protection is right, you ain't even got to worry about what a motherfucker's doing. When your protection is on point, you don't have to concern yourself with things that ain't on your level. You don't have to concern yourself with things that are beneath you when you are doing what you are supposed to do for you. A lot of you are too caught up and you put too much on things. You got to come back to reality, because I promise you, while again, yes, while there are people out here that do evil things, yes, there are people out here that do evil things. There are people that pay people to do evil things, but I promise you, no one is repeatedly attacking you all day, every day, 365 days a week. If you think that, I urge you to look within. I urge you to heal. I urge you to do some work. I urge you to go talk to someone. A lot of people are caught up with the trend of spirituality, but baby, it's not a trend. It's not a trend, and ain't nothing new to it. Ain't nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new that the young folk are doing today that our ancestors did not do or know back then. Okay? They just didn't label it. They didn't title it. And I'm going to tell you something else. Everybody don't necessarily need to know that you do a particular thing. People ask me questions all the time, and while I may give information that I am released to give, baby, best believe that I'm never going to give anything that is sacred, because everything ain't for everybody. Some of you don't know how to cloak yourselves. You are too open to people. You are too open. The monitoring spirits don't have to work too hard to monitor you because you are so open. You are running your mouth and putting everybody in your business, and everybody know what your abilities are and what you can do and what your rank is in the spirit realm and X, Y, Z. Baby, that is ego. And we cannot operate in the spirit realm from a space of ego. Got to get your ego in check. Got to get your flesh in check and understand that you don't need validation from anybody. Sometimes, no, all the time, less is more. And true prophets, true seers, true people, like people who do this for real, we can sit and watch and observe a person and listen to them and know what's what with them. I can listen to you and know if you really about this life or if you out here doing this because it's trendy right now. Okay? Because the young folk call it gatekeeping. It's not gatekeeping. It's just there are some things that are sacred to the lineage, to the bloodline. There are some things that are not to be shared. You don't show your work. You don't share your work. You don't tell the person, right? You don't tell the enemy how you going about doing X, Y, Z, because now the enemy knows, well, you know what? All I got to do is come backwards, right? And go in between what they did, and I can undo what they did, baby. Some of you are giving the enemy all that the enemy needs to come at you because you want to be seen, you want to be heard, you want people to think that you're this, you're that. That's ego, that's flesh, that's not spirit. And so I urge you, and this was not, listen, this ain't one that, I be wanting to put out, but the Holy Spirit has been on me heavy. And even when I didn't move to put it out, when I was supposed to put it out, you talking about conviction. You talking about on me, heavy, okay? And then I'm being disobedient because I didn't move when I was supposed to move. Well, here it goes. And I'm putting this out from a space of love because what I am seeing is a lot of people are caught up in these repetitive cycles of like return to sender and this, that, and the third. But it's like, if it's repetitive, like when you do a return to sender, you should only have to do that one time. And then, you repeat it every so often for maintenance, but you should never have to do something like that every day, every week. Every week you got to do something because somebody coming at you. No, if you focus more on your protection, you won't have to worry about whoever's looking at you with the evil eye or sending energy your way, baby, because you know that your protection is so tight that they can't get past it. You so up on it that they can't get past it. Because I'm going to tell you that vengeance work, okay? What you put out, you get back. And that is something to keep in mind. That is spiritual law. Okay? Spiritual law. Some people are out here practicing spirituality but don't know spiritual law. Don't know the 12 laws of the universe. I urge you guys, study to show yourself approved. Research. Find a mentor. It don't have to be me, but find a mentor. Find somebody that you trust. Please, y'all, use discernment. Follow your intuition because this shit out here is real and it is dangerous. It is not a game. It is not a joke. And I'm not trying to scare you. I just don't want to see y'all fuck around and find out because you playing in things that you know not enough about, or because you're doing things, but you don't really know what you're doing. You cannot come on YouTube or go on TikTok and or even Google a spell, sweetheart. No, that's not that's not how that works. And a lot of you out here doing spells when you don't even know how to protect yourself, but you're doing the love spell to get somebody. Sit down somewhere. What about your protection? I'm serious. I urge y'all to think about what I'm saying. I want to see everybody be great and do great. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody grow and glow and mature along this journey. And so this had to be said. Again, it is not my intention to offend anybody or to make anybody feel bad. It is my intention only is to create a space that is safe and a space for wellness, mind, body, and soul. That is what this journey is about. This journey is not about casting spells and doing magic and trying to get a man or trying to get a woman or trying to get back at the person who cut you off in traffic or trying to get back at that because you don't like her, because she don't like you, or because she did this. Stop. That's not what this journey is about. This journey is about becoming the best version of you and finding your purpose and walking in your purpose. That is what this journey is about. And a lot of you are getting caught up on the wrong things. And so I urge you to shift your focus. Shift your focus, turn within. And just as a collective, y'all, let's do better. Let's be better. You understand what I'm saying? Me included. Let's do better. Let's be better for ourselves and for our bloodline and for each other. That's all I got, y'all. Until next time, I love you guys. Peace. I hope y'all hear my heart for real. I love y'all. Peace.